Hey guys, it's Dan, your host here, Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my weekly review for this week's episode of The Plague Season 4. This one's going to be for The Plague Season 4, Episode 11, which is called Feared. I really don't know what to say after seeing this episode. This episode, oh my god. Watch this episode before you watch this review. Leave right now if you have not seen this episode of The Plague. We are about to get into a huge spoiler and something that I saw coming. I'm not gonna lie. I saw it coming even before this episode came, but just because of the way it sounded, it was a very John-led episode. It's the end of the series. Only one character makes it to the end of the show. And, I was like, okay, this unfortunately is probably it. And it was. This is, the death of John in The Plague. So, I'm shocked even still. Even though I kind of expected it, I'm not gonna lie, I expected it in this episode. I was even talking with Undead Freak 78 during the episode was airing, and I was like, I hope John doesn't die. And I was like, I'm just like sitting there seeing, I'm just like, oh man, I almost like I was commenting just to see what Undead Freak 78's response would be, but he responded in a way where Undead Freak 78 during the episode, he kind of gave me hopes. He kind of he was like, yeah, I hope he survives and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, maybe John will be fine. And then I watched this episode, I'm like, no, he's not. He's not fine. So, jeez. So, and to add, Terry got killed off as well. But I didn't really care too much about Terry, but that was crazy as well because I didn't expect him to be killed off. But, John, man, wow. So, wow, and I really like how this episode was done, too, because they showed it in black and white, which I think is really, really cool. At least the death scene, and it's like, when you see John get stabbed, you know it's over. You know it's over. I mean, not only the stab, but then the fall is like, the fall is, let alone, is that just finishes the job pretty much. So, wow, really crazy episode, and let's dissect it, let's go through and let's review it as best as we can. So, we start off the episode, and we get to see John basically get Anthony's bike, the van, and, of course, go to the ninjas. So he runs into two, he fights one, kills one, and then, of course, the second one tries to run away, because he's kind of scared after the other ninjas killed. He tries to run away, and he kind of just mows him down pretty much with the van, and I really like it. And he gives him information, about Anthony, and which ninja killed Anthony, and Zelton, where Scott went. And once he gets the information, he's, oh, well, thank you, and he just shoots the ninja. So this is why I love John. He's just such a cool character. I don't know. He's maybe, in my opinion, viewed for me as the toughest character in the show. You could say otherwise for sure, but I don't know. When I watch John's character, I'm like, he's the toughest. He's the toughest character. If you wanna, compare him to anybody, for me, he's like the Daryl of the show. He's that really tough guy of the group that really, it really takes control, And, to see him gone now, really, really sad. And I really was hoping he was going to be the one character that would survive until the end. I'm really starting to believe now that it will be Scott that survives till the end of The Plague, which is really, really crazy to think, seeming he was a villain at the beginning. So, man, this is just absolutely insane. So, we get to see basically, Terry get killed, and we get to see Josh, Scott again, John again. They talk about how he left earlier, and then, of course, John kind of comes in, and they fight, of course. It's a really epic fight, too, and it's kind of left open, the door's kind of open at one part, so Scott can leave. So Scott leaves, and then, of course, it connects with the last episode where he sees Samantha. So we get to see basically the, roadblock, I guess you could say. Samantha's like, that wasn't here before, and I was like, oh crap, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna see it. And at this point in the episode, I was like, John's dead, and I was like, John's dead, seriously, oh man, he's dead, man. I was trying to process it, and then, you see it, you see Terry at first, and I was like, oh, well, we knew that, and the camera kind of kept going after Terry, and I'm like, but we just saw it, and I'm like, That's what it's going to. I'm like, duh. And then you see John just laying there. And I'm like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then the pan up, the sad music, and then the flashback with the stab and stuff. I couldn't believe it, man. Just insane. And then to end the episode off, Zelta switches sides. So Josh is like, leave now. So they actually kind of gain someone in the group too. So Zelta will be joining Samantha's group, it looks like. Which is also kind of a bit of a twist at the end. But I'm just like, oh man. John was my favorite, guys. John was my favorite. You guys know this. I mean, John was like my favorite ever since Anthony left. You know, and even before that, too. Like, Anthony was always my favorite until his last episode. But, you know, John was always my second favorite. And then after Anthony, he was my favorite. And so to see this now, I'm just like, man, you know, to think there's only 3 episodes left, and we're probably going to see at least a few more deaths in these next 3 episodes. But, one thing I do like about The Plague right now, though, and I was dissecting some of the trailers for this season, is that I like how in some of the previews for this season we see them in the city, which I'm in Andy's old camp and stuff, and we get to see like the cityscape again, like very iconic from like season 1 and some of that stuff. I really like how, and I don't know if this is going to necessarily go this way, but I just had a theory in my mind that I wanted to share. There's tons of city scenes in the trailer for this second half that we still haven't seen yet. Wouldn't that be cool if the show started in the city, and it started in the city, and it started in that red army base, and it ends in the city, and everybody dies in the city except for one character, like Undead Freak 78 said, and that one character at the end of the show lives alone at Anthony's base. I think that would just be the coolest thing ever. Or if Anthony came back or something and lived there again and kind of just grew older or something like that. I don't know, but I love that idea, and I don't know if that's what's going to necessarily happen, but that would be like the coolest ending. Would it be a happy ending? No, of course not, but it's like John's dead now too, so it's like how on earth are we really going to get a happy ending? It's only, Samantha, Scott, and, like few others, So we have some stuff coming up in the city, so definitely the next 3 episodes and the last 3 episodes are going to be huge, so definitely get excited for that. I'm going to get this video uploaded for you guys. John's dead, guys. Really, oh man, just crazy stuff. Best episode of the half season for sure, no question about it. Really well done. Undead Freak 78, I mean, wow, just crazy episodes. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you, Undead Freak 78, for making this amazing episode, and let's see where it goes from here, and if we're going to get more deaths. So, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.